guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd bring you along with me. I have some worksheets to put away and to grade. I have to do my planning. Now it is Monday and I usually try to plan over the weekend, but we were super busy this weekend. Not to mention I slept half the weekend away. I was so tired, you guys. How many of you guys just work, and then you just need like a weekend to recoup? That was me this weekend. I really needed it. So I suggest if you guys need it, take advantage of that if you can. I feel so much better. So today we went ahead and did school, and I'm just feeling a little bit behind because I did not do my planner. And so I'm gonna sit down and do that so I know what we are up for this week. We are almost done with third quarter. I'm super excited about that. So hopefully soon I will be coming out with our third quarter wrap up or chat with me. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this video. All right, you guys, so I have to have my planner. If you guys are not aware, I create my own planner. I love it because it has pretty much everything I need in this one place for my state and records and my homeschool planning. So this is this year's. I updated one for the year 2023-2024. Make sure you guys check out down in the description box. I'll have my website there just in case you guys are interested in any of the worksheets and things that I have created. They're all on there. I have some free Bible enrichment type things on there if you guys are interested in that. I have a whole bunch of videos on flip throughs, on worksheets I've created, student planners, all that good stuff. Yeah, you guys can find that on my channel. All right, so for Isaiah, we are going into the 28th week. So we are almost wrapping up third quarter, which is super nice. I love when we wrap up third quarter because then that means we only have like 9 weeks worth of school left. And so yeah, it feels so nice when you get to that point. He is on lesson 131. I always like to write the lesson numbers down on my planner just so that I can keep track. Now with Isaiah, he is using all of Rebecca's curriculum, so it's pretty easy to stay on track. With my daughter, she's like all over the place. So one is one lesson, another subject is another lesson, and it's super chaotic. So I like to really keep track of that because I tend to forget, and I always have to look back, and I'm always asking her, especially now that we are not doing the classes together. It's easy to lose track, and to make sure that she's staying on task, we always check in every day. I make sure to ask her like what she did, what she worked on, what she finished. She comes to me when she needs help still. So we're very much still like aligned with each other. I don't just like tell her what she has and then that's it. I just, let her do whatever. I'm definitely checking on her at all times. She's only in 5th grade, but she's doing really good. So I'm really proud of her. But typically what I like to do is I like to just write down. You guys have probably seen my planning videos multiple times, and I like to do everything like step by step. I don't know why, but that is just how my videos turn out. But I just write all the subjects, what he's basically working on, like just, the pages. And if he needs something, I usually write that in my little notes section. The thing that I have been changing is we've been using our large whiteboard for him. He loves it. It gets him excited. So instead of using the smaller ones, like multiple small ones, we just use the whiteboard, the big whiteboard that we have on rollers, and I love it. I didn't use it, I don't think, at all last year. Is it all last year? I don't know. I think it was all last year. We didn't use it. I just stored it in my garage. But I was like, he's at an age where he's gonna love using it. So if you guys have like a large chalkboard or whiteboard or something like that, and you have young kids, I'm telling you, they will love writing on it. Even the older girls still like doing work on the whiteboard. I mean, I remember being a kid and wanting to like be a teacher and like write on the whiteboard. But yeah, do you guys remember, if you guys went to public school, Do you guys remember that they would have like someone, I mean, at least that's how they had it in our school. They would choose like a kid to like clean the chalkboard, to like erase everything. And that was so much fun to get chosen for that. Is that only me? I don't know. I loved that though. How funny. Memories, you guys, memories. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue writing out my planner and then I will check in a bit.
Bubble beside the objects which are more than 1 inch long.
Fill in the bubble beside the objects which are more than 1 inch long. You don't need a penny. Come here.
We can have a fake penny?
No, come here. Listen. So they want you to look at these items and kind of look at this ruler. So this is 1 inch. This is 2 inch, this is 3 inch, 4 inch, okay? So is this bigger than 1 inch?
No.
No. Hold on. Is this bigger than 1 inch?
What?
Is the pencil bigger than 1 inch? This
yes.
pencil, it is. So you're gonna fill in this pencil, this bubble.
Nicole, I'm gonna do this.
Wow. That's really good.
I want it.
No, not right now.
Mine.
Is the car bigger?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 6 inches.
No, because look, it's starting at 3. So it's 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. If it was all the way over here and it ended over here, then it would be 6 inches. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but so that means it's more than 1 inches.
Yep, it's more than 1 inch for sure.
But then,
yeah, that's right. Write the number 13.
next.
96.
So Isaiah's is done. I just filled in the pages and the things that he was going to be doing. I wrote notes for myself that I need to write on the board or write the problems out or read the questions. These are things that I need to have ready for him on those days. And that is it, you guys. His is completely finished.
I am just about to start going over my daughter's, and she basically just got done with most of her science. She's about to start on, what is it? Hi. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come hang out. Okay, so Tally actually just finished with most of her units for science. Now, I did get this Discovery Head-to-Head Natural Disasters. It's really cool. It like lists off all different types of natural disasters. I've shown this book on this channel before quite a few times, I think. But she's going to be starting this. And I did do a workbook with it that is, you know, they just read over the actual natural disaster and then they write about it in the workbook. So we're going to start on this, and this is probably what we're going to end with for this year for science. So they covered all of the natural disasters this year, which was really cool, her and my niece and my other niece and nephew. And so they're just going to work through this on their own, at their own pace. Well, not really at their own pace. I'll still have them finishing off, you know, specific pages each day. But she's going to be starting that. I was going to wait until fourth quarter, but we only have a couple more weeks of third, so I'm just gonna have her start it, and we're just gonna get through as much as we can this year, and whenever we don't, then that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. And then what else? The kids just read through Alcatraz this quarter. For third quarter. It only took them a few weeks, not too long. But I had my 5th grade daughter, my 4th grade niece, and my 9th grade niece. They all read it. And we're hoping to take a trip to Alcatraz. So we thought that that would be really fun, just to kind of pull it all together and connect it all. We really enjoy the Who Was and the What Was books. They're perfect for your younger age kids. Even our 9th grader enjoyed it. It was just something she could do with the other kids, and just, you know, before we go on the field trip, we thought that it would be really cool. So they did finish that book. So those are our plans. So I'm hoping it goes through. So anyway, so I was just telling you about that because it's in my planner for this quarter. And since we finished it, I feel like I've accomplished something. I say I've accomplished something, but I feel like the kids have accomplished something. I guess it's an accomplishment for me too, because we all saw it through, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on Tally's week. It's week 28. I've already went ahead and filled out Bible, just so I wouldn't forget where we were at. I do that sometimes if I'm planning ahead. I like to do my planner and then we go over her planner together and then she fills it out. Tally is almost done with her math. It's kind of crazy. She'll finish this quarter. I think she has like half, she has the rest this week and like half of next week, and then she's done with math. So that's amazing. So it's been really fun. Tally has been working through my father's world geography, and I've added a lot of things and taken out things, so I've kind of created it into our own. But she gets a sheet that has like classroom activities that she can choose from, and I usually just choose one that she can do. So it's like researching and writing something about a specific thing that has to do with that country, or something having to do with musical things that have been founded in that country, or different meals. You can do like little skits and things like that. But this one is, it says to research a historical castle and their unique design. The students can make large castles from construction paper and use them as settings for creative writing stories. Collect storybooks that have castles for settings. During story time, read some of the books you've collected. So I'm not going to do it in that exact way. I am going to research YouTube a little bit and find something on a specific castle in Germany that, I don't know, has some meaning to it. I'm gonna have her watch it. She could either write something on it, I may have her draw it or paint it or something like that. Some sort of art kind of getting pulled into it. Or I may look in her little book that shows different countries and different art projects that she can do. But I thought that that was really cool about the castles. So I thought that that would be fun. So I'm really enjoying the geography through my father's world. Again, I've tweaked things and I've left things out and added things in to where it fits us best, but we've really enjoyed it. I am done with my planning, and I just have been using two, larger size paper clips to clip the two things together. So it's easy for me just to go to my son's and then my daughter's. Now I did get really large paper clips to start using, but I think I'm saving them until this coming up new school year. I really like to have like new things for the new year to kind of like make it more exciting. That sounds really weird when I'm talking about paper clips for bookmarks, but that's why I'm saving them, because it just adds some new things to our schoolroom. Don't mind the puppy. He's very loud. He's always into things. Right now he wants outside. Okay, so I'm basically done with this. So I'm just gonna put this all away. I'm gonna give my daughter her new book to start with. I'll put it in her cart, and then I think I'm going to kind of go through my son's work and put stuff in totes for us to hold on to for the year. So I have been using these flashcards that we got through Abeka. My sister actually got these, I think, when my niece was in kindergarten. And so I have been going over the flashcards and clue cards. They are, you know, they're, let's see, blend practice cards B and clue word cards, and they're great to have if you're video led, just because the kids in the class yell out the answers, and so you don't know if your kid's waiting for them to answer or if they're actually coming up with the answers. So when you do these with them just singly, one-on-one, you can tell if your kiddo knows them or if they're just saying them after the kids. So I have been really enjoying being able to use these. So this is definitely a good thing to have if you need it. But I've been enjoying these. I've been using these with him. And we play little games and everything so that he makes, you know, so it makes it fun. You know, these are plastic containers that I got for the kids for the year. And what I do is I correct the work and then I add to the totes throughout the year. And then at the end of the year, I'll go through the totes, decide what I'm going to use in their things that I create every year for them to hold on to. It's like a memory type thing. And I also hold on to these things just in case the state ever wants to see what we've done. Now, for the most part, I mainly keep tests, and I keep like reports or art, you know, something that they did really well in. And so that's kind of what I hold on to, or something that's sentimental. I don't focus too much on the everyday worksheets. I more focus on their tests, because the tests they do on their own, I don't help them. And so I really know where they're at and what they need help with and what they're doing really well in. The kids know that the tests are important, but I try to stress to them not to be completely stressed out over the test, because that tends to make them not do well. So what I'm going to do is I pretty much already graded all of his tests, because I do it as we go, because he likes to know how well he did. He's pretty hard on himself. So he likes to know as he does it, you know, what his grade is. And I even look over the sheets, the worksheets for him, either because we're working on them together or because he wants me to. So I will probably put some stickers on some of these items, but for the most part, I'll just stick them in the tote. Like for instance, he did this worksheet on a writing test, and he did really well on it. So I'm gonna give him a sticker. Now I will be giving him or keeping some of this work at the end of the year, like I mentioned. I'm gonna put some stickers on some of it, and then I'll just add it to his little tote as we go. And a lot of these stickers, you guys, I just get from the Dollar Tree. They have some cool ones in the education aisle, or you can just use regular ones. They don't have to say anything really specific. If you guys have been on my channel, you know my son hates to color, so we have been trying to work on coloring, and this one he did so well on, so I'm very proud of him that he tried to color there. All right, so I was correcting some of this, and I just wanted to point out a couple things. So I don't know if this matters, but to some of you it might. If you're doing Abeka or any curriculum for that matter, and you feel like it's a heavy load and there's a little too much going on, you can definitely like pull back on some of the things. If you feel like your kids are doing okay in a certain subject, or maybe they don't need as much practice, or you don't want to push so hard. I mean, like for instance, my son's in kindergarten, so I'm not going to be crazy. So for instance, for his writing, for like penmanship writing class, he's just doing manuscript. He's not even doing the cursive. And some days, most days, they have to do both sides of the sheet. So what I told him is, If he does one side really well, he doesn't have to do the other side. I'd rather have one side completed and done really nicely other than two sides that look really sloppy. So I try to give him that that option. Like, if you're going to take your time and do really well on one side, don't do the other side. And then he feels like he's, you know, getting away with something too. So he feels like he's making out, really, because he only has to do one side, but he is making out because he's taking his time and he's working hard to make that one side look really nice, so he doesn't have to do the other side. So he's getting something too in return. I want to share these things with you because I've already gone through this with my daughter, and I've kind of learned along the way that sometimes it's not worth it. You may feel like you need to check every single box. You may feel like because it's a full curriculum that you have to do every single thing. But if you see your kiddo doing really well and excelling, don't push them on the things you don't need to. I mean, honestly, even if they're not doing really well on something, sometimes pushing too hard can actually be a bad thing too. So try to find that happy medium, you know, that give and take for you and your child. I think that once they see that as well, I think there's a little bit more respect, you know what I mean? Like, they'll see that you're trying to meet them halfway instead of being like the boss at all times. So I hope that makes sense. But so we only do one side if he does really well, and for the most part he does really well on that one side, so I don't make him do the other side. Another thing that I've mentioned in my videos is his coloring. If there's a lot of coloring, I don't have him do all of the coloring. Now, I have been trying to work on coloring with him. I've been showing him tricks like trying to trace around it first and then coloring it in, not holding your crayon really like tightly and hard, kind of tilting it to the side and kind of just like stroking it slower and not so hard. And oh my gosh, when he started to do that, he did so well. He even wanted to color the other side of the page. And I know it may not sound that great to you, but that was definitely a moment where I was very happy. I wonder if I have that in here so I could show it to you guys. It's this right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he did really well. And then he even wanted to color their clothes on the back there. So he did really, really well. Usually his pictures tend to look more like this. Like this. And like this, if you guys can see that. So I was very happy with what he did on this page. He really did try to take his time. So little things like that, you know. So yeah, coloring is something else I don't make him do all the time. On some of the worksheets though, I do make him do the ones like phonics. I'm trying to find that sheet while I talk. But like Fun with Phonics, where you have to do the special sounds and the vowels. And then you color them according to the little key here. I do mainly have him do the phonics part of it, but I don't always have him color it. As you can see, he didn't finish coloring this. He started it and I let him not finish it just because I don't want him to hate school. I don't want him to, you know, just dread school every morning. So I try to cut out those little things, knowing that those aren't like super important to his learning, as long as he knows what his blends are and he marks his blends. If he doesn't want to color it, I'm not going to fight him over it. It's just not worth it to me. And later on, you know, maybe he'll come around and he'll really enjoy coloring, or he'll hate coloring forever. And that's okay. As long as he could read, write, do math, I'm happy. So, and he's doing all those things really well. So the coloring is something that I just put on the back burner and I don't stress about it. So I'm done actually with grading all of his stuff. There was more in there than I had thought, but that's done. So I'm going to move the totes out to the garage. So basically, you just need to, I think you start on this side. So it's telling you different natural disaster facts of specific natural disasters, like the worst ones. This is the Great Alaska Earthquake. Right here, it has the name, okay? You're gonna write the location, the date, and it has all this information here. So casualties, that means how many people died, the intensity of it, the range of impact, the damage it did. I think this is, they add these up to see which one's the worst one. So anytime you see the total, that's like this added. So you can see like what is the worst one. See, this one beats that one. It's worse than that, okay? So for instance, you're just gonna read all the information on it, the disaster facts, and then here's your quick stats. And that's where you're gonna find all the information to fill this out.
Okay, what does VI mean?
Where's that at? Okay, so this is your measurement term, okay? Where's the measurement term? Hold on. So see, measurement term CE, common era, is a period of time that began at year 1. EF scale, enhanced Fujita scale, a measurement of tornado severity. So this is a tornado, so that's not this. The MMS is the moment magnitude scale, a measurement of an earthquake. So that would be this. It's considered an MMS because it is what? An earthquake. Okay. So that's where you can find this. Okay. So remember, it's on this side. Okay.
And then you just draw it here.
So yeah, you can draw a picture here. You could find a picture of this specific earthquake, like maybe something that happened or, you know, something that looks crazy like that. You're gonna write your facts here. You're gonna write the location in which this is, and then you're gonna circle the location on the map. So for instance,
where do you see the facts?
There's facts all on here, because this is this card for this specific earthquake.
Oh, they have in the back,
So yeah, all the information's on the back. And this is in Alaska. So if you were looking at the world map, you would make sure to circle where Alaska is. And then you write Alaska here. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, do I just do one per day?
Yep, one per day. And let me know if you need anything. But you could draw, you could print out a picture, whatever you want to do. So this is the book that I just finished printing out. It's the books of the Bible. It's basically just going to be information that you gather for each book of the Bible. So I went ahead and did this. I think that we are going to be using this next year just to learn about each book in the Bible, you guys. So I'll probably have this up on my website soon, but I'll let you guys know when everything goes up. And I'll kind of do like a more in-depth flip through of it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I was working on my computer. But that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you guys in the next one. Be safe and be blessed. Bye, you guys.